That's right, Lauren. We are getting you ready for the weekend with a little musical stylings from the Jazz Ambassadors of the Army Field Band. We're joined by Sergeant Major Jeff Lopez and Master Sergeant Michael Johnson to tell us a little bit more about the Jazz Ambassadors. Now, we're going to be hearing you play a little bit later in the show, so catch us up to speed. Fill us in a little bit on what the Jazz Ambassadors are all about. Tell us about the group.
Sure thing. The Jazz Ambassadors is an Army big band. And we tour all around the country giving public concerts for the people of the United States. And in doing so, we thank them for the continued support that they give our soldiers who are serving at home and abroad.
Now, do you think this is a great way for people to learn a little bit more about the armed service in a little bit of a non-traditional way?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because quite often, most folks have never met a soldier in person. So when we come to the small towns and some people's hometowns, they come to meet us and they get to realize, wow, these folks are real professionals, and I'm happy that these folks are in the Army serving for me, as it were.
You mentioned the word professionals. I think a lot of people out there don't realize that the armed forces have a legacy of having great musicians. Is this kind of what you bring with the Jazz Ambassadors?
It really is. There are so few places that you'll find this caliber of musicians in the country today. You know, I'm not taking it away from organizations like, let's say, the Buffalo Phil. I mean, they're fabulous. And I've heard them many times and been fortunate enough to play with them. So we like to come into the communities and bring what we do to the community, and what we find is it inspires them to go out and hear other groups in their community.
It's always great to take that first step on a journey of lifetime music. Now, we have a panel with all of your information. Now, tell me a little bit about how the tour has been going so far.
Tour's been going great. It's been very smooth. I think we had one cancellation due to snow. We were caught on the Cape Cod.
Which is saying a lot, because this winter there have been many cancellations for snow.
Yeah, that's true. But everything's going very well, very smoothly.
All right, so that is tonight. It's happening at 7 at Kenmore East Auditorium, correct?
That's correct.
All right, well, we're going to hear you play in just a little bit, but